I hate to say it, but I told you so.
I told you. What did I tell you? Didn't I tell you? 'Cause I told you. And when did I tell you? A long time ago. And what did I say will happen when I told you? Exactly what just happened.
Hello everybody, this is Pluto here. Welcome back to another video, and this is a video I really wanted to be wrong about. I really wanted to be wrong about this update and say that it was a really good update, but unfortunately, it is not, and it actually has caused Wizard101 to be in a state of absolute disarray right now. This update was garbage. It was complete garbage, and Wizard101, the state it's currently in, is horrible. And we're going to get into all of it, but if you want to please like and subscribe, it helps me out a ton, keeps me motivated to keep making videos for you guys. I'd be greatly appreciated. But yeah, let's just talk about everything that's happened in the few weeks since I made my video on why that update was one of the worst updates. First and foremost, let's talk about the situation that has arisen within KingZile's own staff here. Hercules, or Chris, the Pirate101 community manager, was fired. In my opinion, it was for no reason, which we'll get to, but the reason why, the official reason he was fired, according to him, is because he just wasn't working. However, there's reasons why I believe that he was refusing to work, and that's because KingZile, or more specifically the community manager Spark, or Matthew Anderson, had allowed for an employee's stalker to be interviewed. This was I think according to Hawk, a journalistic interview, so it wasn't really like an actual position, but he allowed it, and after allowing it, he had a talk with Hercules and Kyle Icewielder about how the whole Blizzard sexual harassment situation was blown out of proportion, which is just like weird and really dumb. And I don't know how Matthew Anderson has a job after saying those things, and I don't understand how he can just allow a stalker to have like an official interview sort of thing with him. I don't understand that. And there's just a whole bunch of really bad shit that has gone on with KingZile after this update, and it's not looking good. I mean, Hawk was a really well liked community manager. I really liked Hawk. One of my first ever videos, Pirate101 in 2022. That video, it was probably my first video to pop off, really, or one of my first to pop off. That video was about how Hercules was hired and how Pirate101 was looking up. It was looking great, and now they're just going two steps back by firing him. I really hope that, first of all, Matthew Anderson or Spark, I hope he either resigns or is fired himself. And obviously, the best case scenario would be Hawk is able to come back and be the community manager again. Maybe even Kyle is able to come back. I think there's more to why Kyle quit his job than just I don't know, wanted to move on. I think it probably had something to do with Matthew Anderson or something. Hercules had an entire Twitter thread about the entire situation. I'll leave it as a link in the description. I'm not going to read over all of it, but from what he's described, Matthew or Spark, he does not seem like a good person to be in charge of the community. I mean, there are clips of Spark trying to play the game where he literally uses a sharpened blade on a meteor. Like, I don't understand how your knowledge of the game is that low when you are literally the senior community manager for both games. Like, I don't understand that. And then there's also like a clip of him just wandering around Marleybone waiting for his health to regenerate when he has potions, and he doesn't just have your normal 4 potions that you would usually have. He has like 6 or 7 of them because he has a dev account. He has 6 or 7 potions, all completely filled, and he's just walking around Marleybone waiting to regenerate his health. Like, bro, use a potion, dude. I don't understand how someone with like no game knowledge is working for a game. Like, you should at least know the game that you're working for, Hercules, when he started working for Pirate, I don't believe he played Pirate before. But the first thing he did, he made an account. He quested with, I believe, Senior Spicy. I believe it was Senior Spicy. May have been Kyle. He quested through the game. He learned the game's mechanics and such. He was a great community manager. He was funny. He was incredible. Hawk, if you're watching this, you are a great community manager. I really wish you the best in the future, whichever job you go to. I really hope that you're able to maybe get an offer to come back to KI. If you say no, I would completely understand why that would be. I completely understand why I would say no. But if you are, I really hope that maybe there's something that can be done about this whole situation. But it doesn't seem like it. And this just shows, like, in my opinion, how bad KI has gotten in terms of like these updates that they're pushing out, and in terms of just the company itself. I mean, they put out this nothing burger statement on the entire situation. It's just like, we're gonna look into it, and it's like, dude, there is very overwhelming evidence that Spark has acted in, you know, bad faith. But I mean, I guess they're looking into it. I mean, I don't know. I hope something's done about it. There's a petition. It's reached 1,000 signatures. It was started by, I believe, Blaze Stormcloud started it, I believe. May have been someone else. I'm unsure. If I put it as a link in the description, go sign it. It's a good petition. It's on change.org. It's for KingsIsle to fire Spark, and I support it. And yeah, that's essentially it for that situation. This isn't really related to the update. But it is just showing the state that KingsIsle and Wizard101 and I guess Pirate 101 too now is in general, and how it's absolutely a disaster area. So yeah. So now I'm here in the newly retextured Crocotopia. I think it personally looks really good. I think maybe some of the textures are a little bit too smooth. I had an entire video planned on it. But yeah, I like the textures. I think some of them, you know, it's a little bit iffy in some areas, but for the most part, I do really like the retexturing. So you know those 2008, those old textures, right? That Crocotopia has had for the past 16, 17 years since the game's release. Crocotopia has had them. You know those textures, those very nostalgic textures. Well, guess what? Let's go over to classic mode here. Let's turn it on real quick, and let's see. Let's take a look at those textures again, because, you know, when they added Wizard City, they had classic mode. They should have it for Crocotopia too. Oh, look at these old textures. Look at them. Wow, this is awesome. This is exactly how I remembered questing through Crocotopia when I was 8 years old. This is awesome. I love these old textures. This is really cool. So yeah, obviously I was just kidding around there a little bit. They did not add classic mode to Croc, which I thought was just something that they hadn't, like, you know, implemented into the update yet in test realm. So when I made my video, oh my god, the sandstorm's literally not going to leave me alone, is it? When I made my video on the worst update ever, how this was one of the worst updates, I didn't mention that they didn't have classic mode because I just assumed it was going to be added into the update. I like, forgive me for it. I literally just assumed KingsIsle would not mess that up. Okay, I am moving. This sandstorm is literally bothering me right now. So yeah, I had literally just, you know, went under the assumption that KingsIsle was going to put classic mode for Croc. It was pretty obvious. They had it for Wizard City. Why wouldn't they have it for Crocotopia too? It just made sense. But they didn't. And the reason they gave for not doing it was because they are lazy. Literally, that is the reason. They are lazy. And I don't understand why. They say people don't use classic mode. I mean, one of my most viewed videos is me just walking around Wizard City and other areas in classic mode, and looking at the old stuff and reminiscing about old Wizard101. Don't bullshit me with the reason that nobody uses it. I know plenty of people that use classic mode. And another reason why people use classic mode is some people are on lower lower quality devices. Like, I mean, I record my videos on a freaking laptop, dude. It's just on lower end devices, classic mode is better for, you know, like frame rate and stuff. So I don't really understand why it's not a thing here. We're never going to be able to revisit the old Crocotopia. Unless they add it in the future, we're never going to be able to go back and revisit what Crocotopia used to be. And oh my god, I literally cannot escape from anything in this game. This dude is literally just walking through the camera angle right now. I don't know why they can't just make classic mode in Crocotopia. I don't understand that. Some people are saying because it would take too long. That's just laziness. That's literally just laziness. People use classic mode. That's the most ridiculous argument I've heard, is that, oh, it would take them too long. Dude, it's literally the textures that were in the game a month ago. I don't think it would take them too long to just put it when you click a button, they just are brought back. I don't think that would take too long. And honestly, that argument still doesn't make sense because they've done it for Wizard City. Well, why can't they do it for Croc? There is absolutely no reason for them to do it. So for them not to do it, excuse me. But yeah, let's just get on to the next problem. Oh, another thing, just look at this new Crocotopia map. I mean, look at Selenopolis here. You can't even really see it. Like, you can't see anything. And this isn't really like a major issue, but like, bro, this map is just funny. It's just really funny. Okay, next issue. So when the update first dropped to test realm, Amoplex had found, like, in the source code and the files that Wizard101 or KingsIsle had essentially made Cyclops Lane, Firecat Alley, all the areas in Wizard City free, permanently free. They had changed it in the files to be like, how Triton Avenue is, where they're just, a free area. So people were under the assumption, oh, that means that Wizard City is actually going to be made free in this update. That's a really good feature. And people got, so excited. And I was excited too. I was hyped. I was like, oh my god, what an amazing step forward. A lot of the comments I had got on my video, they talked about how, oh, Wizard City is free. This is one of the best updates. You can't say this is a bad update. They made Wizard City free in this update. Only for us to later find out that, in fact, Wizard City is not going to be free, and it's only about a month plan, or maybe like a couple month plan, for the areas to be free, just so that new accounts or new players can go check out the Oasis in Crocotopia. It's a bunch of bullshit. That's so stupid. And I've seen some glazers, some update glazers that will literally not shut up about how amazing this update is, when literally every little bit of evidence proves them wrong. I've seen so many of them talk about, oh, you can't blame KI for this. This wasn't an announcement. It was just an Amoplex tweet or whatever. Yes, I absolutely can. It's been 16 fucking years. Wizard City should be free. This is 1% of the fucking game, dude. 1%. And it's not free. Why isn't it free? Hell, the entire first arc should be free. Why is Wizard City not free yet? We need to stop asking for this and start demanding for this, because there is no reason why Wizard City should not be free right now. They would lose no money. There is no evidence that would say that they would 100% lose money from making Wizard City free. There is none. You would still have to buy a membership to access the majority of the game. All you would be able to do is maybe a couple more hours of questing, like maybe an hour or 2 hours more. That's all you would get. Like, what? We can't have another free couple of hours in this game. The entire first arc should be free, but Wizard City should at least be the bare minimum. And it is ridiculous how many people are actually saying, oh, you can't blame KI for this. The update's still good. It's not KI's fault that Wizard City is not free. It's Amoplex's fault for tweeting that. No, it is still KingsIsle's fault that Wizard City is not free, because it's been 16 years. Make this world free. Seriously, I'm done asking for it. It is absolutely ridiculous. The fact that we got our hopes up like this, and just for it to come crumbling down because this fucking greedy-ass company can't just make this one world free. Oh my god. Another thing that I have to announce about me and KingsIsle in general is about the whole Spark situation. I didn't really mention it. I kind of forgot to. But I'm leaving the extra credits program effective until they replace the community manager, at least. I hope they replace him. The Spark, I mean. I'm leaving the extra credits program until that happens. I will remain in the Discord in the program for a little bit just to see if they'll actually do it. I said by the end of the month I will be leaving the program, and I will stick by that. By the end of the month I will be out of the extra credits program. It was fun while it lasted, but unfortunately I will not sit by and support this company when it has allowed someone like Spark or Matthew Anderson to be the senior community manager, and it still has not allowed Wizard City to be free yet, and it has ruined the game in so many other ways, and I can't sit idly by and just let this happen anymore. So yeah, I'll be leaving the program until we get major changes, I'll say not only for Spark, but also for the actual game itself. Wizard City should be free. I'm just going to leave it at that. Let's just get on with the next bullshit thing that KingsIsle was ruined recently. So I do have to give credit where credit is due here in the Bazaar. They actually did fix the maximum item limit. If this was 999 like they wanted it to be, this would have been an absolute disaster, and your items wouldn't have sold for literally anything. So I do have to give credit where it's due. They did fix this, so I will applaud them for that. Okay, so yeah, as you can see, when I have an Empower here, it'll still sell for 2,000. That's because the max in the Bazaar is still 99. But here's the problem. One step forward, two steps back is probably the moniker that I would give KingsIsle every single update that they do. Because when I go and sell Empower, you would think, oh, hey, it'll be right in the Bazaar, right? Where's my Empower? What if I wanted to buy it back? Well, you see, there is a 30-minute cooldown from when you sell an item before the item is added back to the Bazaar, which means that a method that a lot of players have used is called Bazaar trading, where they would sell reagents in the Bazaar, right? You would go to sell your reagents here, and I would sell, maybe I need diamonds for that Dragonspire crafting quest on a different account. I would sell my diamonds in the Bazaar, and then I would go and buy them. But because there's a cooldown now in the Bazaar, you can't buy them right away, which means you have to wait about 30 minutes or so, right? So let's say you try to do that. You try to wait 30 minutes. Let's say you set a timer, right? You will never be able to beat a bot. Botting is a severe problem in the Bazaar. Severe problem. When they first teased that they were going to tweak the Bazaar, I thought they were actually going to fix botting. But they haven't. They made it infinitely worse, because no matter how hard you try, you're not going to beat a bot that can literally instantly buy it. Now, before, when your items would instantly appear in the Bazaar, there was a small chance you could. It was still very unlikely, but there was still a chance that you could sometimes. And I used that as a method of trading items. So yeah, there was still like a chance that you could, but now that it's a 30-minute timer, yeah, you can sit there and wait all you want, but by the time the item gets put in, it's almost certainly, the bot will almost certainly have beaten you to it. So what has this caused? This has caused everyone to start botting the Bazaar now. Hell, I would even bot the Bazaar too, because why wouldn't you? If whoever has the fastest bot gets the items, right? It's not about players getting the items now. It's just botting. It's using these third-party softwares. And they said that they wanted to stop botting using this method, but this method, like, you have to think about it logically. This method of fixing the Bazaar only causes people to want to bot more, because there's no such thing as trading now. And this is something that they need to have added for so long. There's no reason why your auctionable items should not be able to be traded between player and player. They already have a trading system in the game right now with TCs. Why not just make it so that we can trade items between players? Like, auctionable items, like reagents and stuff. Why can't we trade that? It's something that they need to add. I really hope that they will. And the Bazaar is in turmoil right now because botting is literally just strat. You want Sunstone? Good luck getting it in the Bazaar anymore. It's just going to be botting. You need a bot. It's the only way. I mean, just look at treasure cards in the Bazaar right now. There's like none. There's nothing. There's one infection. There's nothing in the Bazaar. You can't get any treasure cards in the Bazaar anymore. You can't get freaking reagents from the Bazaar anymore. I guess you can get jewels, I guess. Not health jewels. Not the jewels that actually matter. They're all mana jewels, dude. I guarantee you there's some accuracy jewels in here. Like a couple, but why wouldn't you just buy them from a vendor, right? There's like nothing. There's nothing from the Bazaar anymore. Good luck getting anything when you're competing with a bot. They need to add a trading system for all of these items that can be bought and sold in the Bazaar. Just make it so you can trade them. That would fix every single issue with the botting. That would fix everything. So did Wizard101 fix this disaster update? No. Pretty much everything except the Bazaar that I talked about in my video on it is still true. Magic Weaving is still a massive issue. Spell Fusion is completely useless. A lot of those things are just completely still in the game. They haven't been fixed at all. Solenopolis still has no incentive beyond just you have to do it to get to point B. And yeah, there's still pretty much nothing that's been fixed in this update. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say in this video. If you enjoyed, please leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next one.